We're about to see. Hi, guys. Let me try to bring some light around here. Happy New Year. The new year is here. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. Can you see my poster? Turn the light down up there a little bit for me. Where? On the back one. It is finally, we are in. Hey, I'm on J50. Finally, first of all, my name is Dee Williams, and I help entrepreneurs such as yourself, for all the people that are live here. So I'm streaming from all these different places. I'm streaming from within our private staffingpreneurs group. I'm streaming from I'm streaming from our free group. I'm streaming from YouTube. I'm streaming from our Facebook page. So, hey, Sarah. I have lots. Hey, Trees. I've got lots of streams going on all at one time. So first, I just want to say hey to everyone. I'm so thankful that you guys are here with me tonight and kicking off the new year with me. That's so exciting. Okay. Tiffany, hey. And second, my name is Dee Williams. And if you're not familiar with me, I show entrepreneurs, amazing entrepreneurs such as yourself, how to start and scale your very own niche recruitment and staffing business. Hey, Letitia. So first of all, if this is your first time joining in with me, hi. If you're on YouTube, thumbs up this stream right now. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I want to just welcome everyone here. We've got like 30 minutes to get fired up for the new year. Happy New Year, Trees. And I'm trying to look at all platforms at one time. So y'all, please bear with me. If I miss you, I mean no harm. Please charge it to my mind and not my heart. So I am so excited to be here. Hey, Celestine, I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you. South Africa is in the house, one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. She's my sweet poo. So listen, we are coming into the new year. When we ended 2017, right? And we started 2018, we had the hashtag no excuses. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. We had a no excuse hashtag. Hey, Isaac. And so this year we have a new hashtag. I actually had one created, but we got so fired up in our last Q&A call that one of our staffingpreneurs who was talking about all of the success that she's had in her business, she gave us a new hashtag, which was hashtag level up 2019. Now, my daughter designed this, y'all. Y'all know I'm a pretty simple chick. She put all these like extra things there. Can you pull it up some so they can see? You gotta make the back end longer so they can see. She's managing this, so y'all bear with me here. But can you guys see that? I think it needs to be pulled over to the side. I want them to get the energy of the 2019 level up hashtag. So we are really in the space. Happy New Year's, Isaac. Hey, Courtney, how are you? We are really in the space of switching our mindset from no excuses to taking all of the lack of excuses that we've had throughout the course of the year and really taking our businesses to the next level. How do you guys feel about that? So before I chime in, and y'all know I get fired up and I start, just hands start going, I'm riled up or what have you. I want to pose a question to everyone. And I post this question in my private Facebook group, but let me ask you guys, what are your goals for 2019? And I'm going to talk while you type it in, but I literally want you to type in your goals. And this is so important because a lot of times we think if we just think it, then it'll come to be. And sometimes we even think, hey, Kay, that if we say it, then it'll just come to be. But sometimes you have to really write it down to really understand from your heart where it is that you're looking to go. What are your goals for 2019? Now, I'm going to start us out. Hey, Ashley, I'm going to start us out because I think some people get shy when it's time to say something out loud. So I'll be the first to share. But I want you to type in the comment box. What are your goals? It can be one small, tiny goal. It can be to move one step closer to getting to your goal. It can be a gigantic goal. Like I am a big thinker, right? My goal for 2019 is drink lemonade with Steve Harvey and to drink tea with Oprah and Gail. Like, those are huge goals, right? But some people have little tiny goals, like, and I have some tiny goals too. One of my smaller goals is I would like to hire a fleet of trainers for my training business. I want to hire a fleet, maybe 15 or 20, who will train on my behalf, where I'm training the trainers and then they'll go out and train. I need to duplicate myself, right? And so my goal is to find the absolute best recruitment and staffing trainers to help support my growth mission with my business. That's a small goal to me, right? So what type of goals do you have for the new year? And it may not even be staffing related, but that's kind of what we're talking about today. So feel free to share. Hey, T. Minister Michelle Pfeiffer, she said to have at least 5 clients. Hey, Tayana, I love that goal. Where's my maracas? Can you give me my maracas? Because I like to share love when people are open to sharing with their heart. And I think that's a great one. 5 clients, Minister. Yes, I love that. I know I have to get excited. Miss C said to to call you and finally get my staffing agency off. Yes, I like that goal. I love that. Samia says goals, find my first 10 culinary clients and place my first 10 candidates within the first quarter of, hold on, I'm trying to see, and then my phone won't let me see this. I'm thinking that says the first quarter of 2019. Amazing goal. And you know what, Samia, you can actually reach that goal. Minister Michelle, you can definitely reach that goal. Miss C, you can definitely reach that goal. Is anybody else open enough to share their goals? I think it's important. Hey, Lori. Mwah, I love my Lori Strube. It's important to share your goals, to know exactly what you're striving towards. I'm going to tell you that a lot of times, we create these goals in our mind and they don't really turn into anything because we don't have strategy behind those goals. We haven't put our heart and soul into the goals and we don't have strategy. We just kind of put it out in the air and like trying to go out and find it. And our job is to really bring our goals to life. That's okay, Ashley. You can still share yours, even if it's not recruiting focused. While you're typing yours in, Courtney says to open my staffing agency, meet you in person, and secure at least 5 contracts. I love that. Let's give her some love on that. Y'all got some big goals. 5 contracts is great. 10 contracts is great. But, 1 contract can land you 500 job orders or 50 job orders or 5 job orders, right? So sometimes some of us, and I have no problem with 10 contracts, but just know, 1 contract can be an overwhelming experience if you have if that company has a lot of openings. So, so go after your contract goals. I think that's amazing. But if you're going to have goals like 5 contracts and 10 contracts and different things like that, then I want you to think about what else you're going to need to support that. Right? So if you've got 5 or 10 contracts, you might, I apologize, Courtney. I apologize. You might need to also have a goal of hiring a staff to help you support the contracts that you get, right? Because as I stated earlier, hey, Makita, 1 contract, hey, Latrice, hey, Sasha, 1 contract can bring 40, 50 job orders. The young lady who was on the last Q&A call, for the month of December, she waited 3 months, I think, to get a contract signed in the healthcare space. And she ended up having like 50 job orders. And they told her if she does a great job, they will give her, they're going to give her a nationwide contract or something to that effect. So now she's having to think about, who do I partner with? Is my staff large enough to support this growth? Am I going to grow super fast? So you've got to really think about, if your goal is going to be 5 contracts, 10 contracts, how do we know how many job orders that's going to produce? And do you have the staff to support that? So also put that in your goals. and the staff to support my growth. Let me see you put it in the inbox for everyone who has big goals. You want to also have a staff to help support the growth of your business. Yes, high five, Courtney. Courtney's like, D, I am a man and not a woman. So much love. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. That's right, Miss C. I love that. Let's just see. Kay says she wants to finish book 1 and 2, set to release Q1, complete her leadership program, scheduled to graduate in February. Woo! Launch her talent acquisition business. Her site is up but needs major editing. A web editor to complete. Kay is on fire, y'all. Love her goals. Yes. Love her goals. Les, Latrice, thank you so much for being here. Courtney is laughing at me. Minister Michelle says, complete my certifications for veteran African-American owned business. Yes, we're talking about goals today if you're just chiming in. What are your goals for 2019? If you're just chiming in, share them with us because we are leaving the no excuse era and we're going into the level up era, right? We're leveling up our lives inside, on the inside and the outside. We're also leveling up our business, right? I love it. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Jen says my goal is to, and Jen, hold on one second. I got my little webs. I got so many windows. Okay, here we go. Jen says my goal is to get my website going. That's an easy goal, Jen. Oh, let me slap it. Jen, you got this. All right. Letitia says my goal for 2019 is to start my staffing and recruitment business and have you as my business coach. All things are possible. I love that. Awesomeness. Tracy is my goal is to do my call with you, get my business open up and running, land my first 3 contracts in the first 4 months of 2019. I am bringing staff with me. Yes. Woo! Tracy is on fire. She said yes, like already in, right? So we all have like amazing. I'm missing people. Ashley says, I want to make sales consistently with my natural products business. Yes, Ash, you know, I'm always cheering for you for years. Whatever you do, I'm cheering for you. I swear I am. Tayana said 10 clients and venture into temporary contracting with like 20 candidates on billing and to continue to grow as a staffingpreneur. So doable, Tayana. Yes, I love it. So doable. Hey, Michelle. Listen, we all have very attainable goals for the new year. It's just about us putting in the work to make those goals come to life. Right? So we have already, we got another goal coming in. I want to keep the goals coming because this is what the new year really brings about, that energy of where you going. So before I say what I'm going to say, I have another goal here, creating startup funding, getting a true staffing website as opposed to the one I have now. First client in first quarter, sign a lease with a UCF incubator. Just got accepted in October. Get it, girl. Fire! Woo! Y'all see, I had to put some bass in my voice. Get it, girl. Hey, Diana, thanks for being here. I had to put some bass in my voice for that one. I love it. So, Henry, what are your goals for 2019? What's the deal for your business in 2019? Would you mind sharing with us? My one and only goal, this is not from Henry. This is from Iman. He says, one and only goal is to start my firm, D. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. Woo! You can do it. Listen, recently, I dropped my maracas. Recently, I launched my documentary, right? And I was very hesitant about sharing it with my staffingpreneurs because I try to separate like my personal life from my business life. But many of my staffingpreneurs have had an opportunity to catch the documentary. And it's called Individual Audacity. And the reason why I called it Individual Audacity, because the documentary is literally about not giving up. It's literally about defining your goal. Hey, Shalonda, it's about defining your goal and actually going after that goal. And not just going after the goal, but literally achieving the goal by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Okay, that's what my documentary is about. That's what my book is about. And that's what I want to encourage each and every one of you to do. I want you to take these goals that you're writing down, that you're thinking about, that you're mulling over, that you're falling in love with. And I want you to make a choice and a decision today. Literally, I want you to say that no matter what, I am going to reach my goals. Now, what I'm about to say is going to be kind of woo-woo to some of y'all, and that's okay. Okay, but I'm going to just be myself and tell you exactly how I have been able to achieve all of my goals. I'm not a very flashy person. Y'all see the things I wear. I like anime. You know, I keep braids in my hair. I don't rock a lot of jewelry. I don't go around showing you guys the things that I have because most of my students don't have much, right? They're looking to attain things. They don't have a lot. So it's not my goal to make people feel less than. It's my goal to encourage you to do the very best that you can, right? So one of the things that I do to achieve my goals, right? When I decide that I'm going to do something is I literally create energy on the inside of my chest and in my stomach. Now, once y'all like, what are you talking about, D? That's probably heartburn. I know the difference. I had heartburn tonight. It is not heartburn, I promise. But I don't know if you guys have ever not necessarily been in love, but been infatuated with someone. Have you ever just said, I'm going to tell you my biggest infatuation moment. I was in here in Atlanta. I'm riding down the highway. This is a true story. Lyrics in the car with me. And there's this big billboard downtown, right? That they had just put up. And guess who was on the billboard? Aldris Alba, what's his name? You guys know what I'm talking about. Dark-skinned guy, French accent. Does anybody know the guy I'm talking about at all, or am I tripping here? He was in a movie with Chris Brown. What other movie was he in? I know y'all know who I'm talking about. Idris, yeah, ID, yes, honey. Listen, he was promoting some type of alcohol. Now I'm riding down. I'm getting on from off of 400 on 85 South, 75, 85 South. And this massive billboard of this fine brothers. And I'm like, sorry, beep, beep. I'm like, my bad. What? I had a crush. Why? What did I felt all of these weird feelings on the inside? Like, wow, why did they put this billboard here? It is a complete distraction yes, Missy. Yes, it is a complete distraction, right? I was completely distracted, but I felt some type of way riding like, man, that brother is fine. And I had all of these, somebody is cracking up at me. I had all of these little emotions on the inside, like, y'all just read my mind. It's okay, right? So I want you to think about a time when you were infatuated and the feeling you got on the inside. Sometimes people call it butterflies in your stomach. I don't know if you remember that feeling. Y'all cracking up at me, right? But, you know, sometimes you have butterflies in your stomach. Or maybe it is when you're just 100% determined. Do you know the feeling that you feel when you're 100% determined? Not, oh, he's British. Okay, he's still fine. Not 100% determined. And I'm not talking about like I'm determined to start my staffing business. That's not the type of determination I'm talking about. I'm talking about, what's a good way to put it? Think about this. Now, this is the worst thought you could probably ever have, but I want you to think about this level of determination. Have you ever seen any of those YouTube videos or read any of those articles where a parent had like a massive amount of strength, like their child got caught under a car and in some miracle type situation, the mom was able to pick the car up to save the child's life? I don't know if you've seen any of those videos or caught any of those stories, but that's like a level of determination that is almost unheard of. It's almost like an outer body type of level of determination. And I don't know how else to explain it to you, but it is that feeling that there's nothing that's going to keep me from this, that feeling that you're not just determined, but when I talk about butterflies, it feels so good that you already know that it's yours. It's not a question. It's not a thought. It's not I wonder. You don't have any second thoughts. You just know it's going to happen. That's the type of determination I want you guys to feel. And that's what drives me. Right? That's how I'm able to achieve all of the things that I'm able to achieve, because I make a very conscious choice, a very conscious decision that there is nothing that's going to keep me from making this happen. Now, I don't care how many no's. I don't care how many people slam the door in my face. I don't care who's talking about me. I don't care. None of those things matter to me. And I'm almost prepared for them. So I just go ahead and I armor up everything on a spiritual level, because I know that there's going to be some adversity involved, but I am so determined that this is going to be for me that none of those things matter, right? None of those things matter. So 2018, what were some of the things I was determined about? If any of you guys follow me on my personal Facebook page, I'm almost at 5,000 people, and I may be at 5,000 people, so I don't know if you can do that. But so interesting. The early part of 2018, I was in love with David Banner, like the rapper. Like I was really in love with David Banner. Like I was determined that, look, some people that are in my private group, they remember. I was so determined that me and David Banner were going to be a couple, right? And so he started going on tour, and I started going on tour with David. I started to check out his events. And one of his events, he kept giving me the mic, right? He kept giving, I don't know why, but he kept giving me the mic, asking me questions. Hey, sister. And at the end of his event, I said something, I think I turned him off, but he also turned me off. I questioned his motives in front of 300 people, which was very disrespectful, but I did it in a respectful way. So anyway, I didn't like his response, and I decided with all the things that I was crazy about David, I was no longer crazy about David, so I broke up with him in my mind, right? All my friends think I'm crazy, whatever, but I broke up with him in my mind. And so maybe 3 months after that happened, Lyric and I were headed to Houston at the airport, and we were pushing it with the time. And I just want y'all to see how when you are determined on something, how everything around you comes together. No, I'm not dating David Banner, but let me tell you what happened. So we get to the airport. We're literally running late. I mean, we're not checking our bags. We're going through the line. We make it all the way to the door, seconds. And 10 minutes before the flight leaves, and the stewardess shuts the door in my daughter's face. So I'm pissed off. I'm like, that's just disrespectful. And see, this is how, I'm just going off, right? My daughter's like, just chill out, mom. It's cool. And I started thinking, well, man, maybe, and this is horrible. I was like, maybe the plane is going to malfunction or something. Like, what reason would it possibly have for me to miss this flight? I was so close. I was there. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we wait and we get on the next flight about an hour and a half, 2 hours later. I get on the flight, and to my right, David Banner is sitting there. Now, mind you, my original flight, I had first class. Me and my daughter, she hates first class because she says she can't get close to me. And they couldn't replace my seat with a first class ticket, so they replaced my seat with a premier right behind first class. So I'm coming on the flight. David looks at me. He clearly knows who I am. And I clearly know who he is. And I said, hey, David, it's good to see you. And he said, how you doing, my sister? Kind of nasty like. So in my mind, I'm like, it ain't that. I don't even like you no more. I done broke up with you already. You ain't even that serious. So these are the things that I'm thinking in my mind, right? So hey, Deshaun, Ashley, I know you remember. Okay, so now because my flight had been, I missed my flight, the stewardess was so nice. They kept the curtains open and served me and my daughter as if we were still in first class. So they were offering us wine and pillows. She can't drink me. Pillows and like all of these things, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know. So David is constantly looking back like, who is she? Who is this sister, right? But I'm thinking, you nasty. You mean. I don't got time for you. Like I said, you ain't in my life. Dismissed. These are all the things I'm saying in my mind. I'm crazy, right? So anyway, we get off the flight and we end up in the little bus, little thing terminal where you're getting your rental car. And there's a kid at the top of the stairs, like crying. And I'm like, oh my God. Now, if anybody knows me, they know I'm in love with children, right? So I'm like, oh my God, little boy, what's wrong? He's like, I can't find my daddy. So I'm like, man, I wonder where this kid's daddy is. So I'm like, okay, well, is he down there? And he looked at the steps. I could tell he was scared of the escalator. So I told him, hold my hand. Come on, I'm going to walk down there with you. You just point out where your daddy is. So he holds my hand. He doesn't want to get on it. I'm giving him instructions on how to get on the escalator. His daddy is standing right behind David Banner at the Hertz on the right. I'm going to the Enterprise on the left. So I'm talking to the dad. I'm like, I think you lost something here, your package. All right, have a great day. I leave. I go across the hall. So now I'm talking to the guy behind the counter who's like, he can already tell it's something about me, but he can't put his finger on it. So he's kind of fishing, but he doesn't ask much. Then he looks at me and he says, just like this, Miss Williams, Miss Williams, Miss Williams. And I'm like, what? And then somebody touches my shoulder. I turn around and look, it's David Banner. Hey, my sister, I just really wanted to come up to you and apologize. Like, I'm under the weather. I kind of got a cold and I was a little rude. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you. And I don't know, I didn't hear what he said. I was like, it's good to talk to you again, too. It's good to meet you again, too, David. He's like, all right, my sister. And then I turned back around and talked to the guy. And so the guy behind the counter is like, who are you? No, for real. Like, who are you? Like, do you know who that was? I say, yes, that's David Banner. He said, David Banner doesn't walk over to women. Women walk over to David Banner. Who are you and what do you do for a living? And then this lady's on the left. She's like, yeah, I want to know who you are too, but who the hell is David Banner? That's my David Banner story. But my point in saying that is, what are the odds that I attracted David Banner to me? Not me going after him coming after me. It was just a fuel of energy that I had created. Now I broke up with that energy, at least I thought I did, Ashley, but apparently not, because here he was in my space. So you have the power. That was like that was really, me and my daughter sat in the car for a minute like, man, that was crazy. My point is that all the energy that you create around this goal that you guys have put into the box. Henry said he's got a lot of goals, bringing his company to the next level and write for 10 different publications, which let's give him some love. He's writing for Forbes. Go, Henry. One of my staffingpreneurs writing for Forbes. I love it. This year I wrote for Forbes and we're going to take it to the next level. Level up in 2019. I got 1 minute left to say. Yes, Letitia, give Henry some, right? Courtney says, if they say no, I'm on to the next. I'll get a yes somewhere else. Courtney, if they say no, it just means not right now. You can go to the next, but you got to follow up because it takes 12 to 24 times to get somebody to say yes. So don't be afraid of the no. Just chug the no up like when you're trying to holler at a girl, you're going to holler at 50 girls before the one say, okay, right? So keep it that way. Level up 2019. One more goal I saw. My goal is to help over 100 families start their own travel agencies and save money and make money. Yes, Latrice. Yes. I really don't care what your goal is. I just want you to have a goal and I want you to create the proper energy around your goal. It is officially 2019. Happy New Year! Level up, level up, level up, level up. Yes, level up. Woo! 2019, level up. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Okay, I have not had any wine yet. I'm totally waiting for the stream to end so I can get to get my wine in. But I am so excited to be here another year. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you, right? I'm so excited. This is a new opportunity for us to really dig into our goals for this year. It's not something now we're looking forward to in the future. It's something that we are creating now. Did you hear what I just said? Your goals are not something that you're looking forward to in the future. Your goals are what you're creating now. How many of you are now creating goals that are going to last a lifetime? Can you say I? Put a 1 in the box. Put an I in the box. Put a yes in the box. Put a heart in the box. Just let me know that you feel this energy tonight. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. It's what you're creating right now. Right now. It's not about tomorrow. It's about now. So each and every one of your goals that you have, those goals are here to help you do what? Level up. To do what? Level up. To do what? Level up. 2019, what are we doing? Leveling up. Woo! Okay, scream it out if you got to scream it out. Happy New Year. Scream it out. Level up 2019. Level up 20. And look, I'm leveling up my game. Monica, Happy New Year. I'm leveling up my game. Let me tell you one of the things that I plan to do and stick with this year. I really want to go live more consistently. That is my goal. Like, I miss my YouTube family. I miss my Starter Staffing Biz family. I miss my Staffingpreneurs family. I've been so engrossed in my own world that I haven't had an opportunity to love on each and every one of you. So I too will be leveling up in 2019. Are you guys fired up about this new year? Are you fired up about the new year? Woo! Yes! Oh man, I am on fire. Woo! I am on fire. And listen, y'all don't know, I've been here. I am already thinking about all the different things that I want to do with each of my communities to help each and every one of you level up. The Academy is definitely not going anywhere, but I'm going to do less one-on-one coaching, and I want to do more hands-on coaching with everyone to help them get there, because I want to actually see you get your contracts. And the ones who have your contracts, I want to actually see you nurture those contracts and turn those contracts into more contracts, right? And for those of you who don't even believe that you can possibly do it, I just want to be that whisper in your ear, because a lot of you have another whisper in your ear. That other whisper is like, I'm not sure. I don't know if I can do this. It might be hard. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough. I'm scared to call. You got all of these other whispers, but you need this whisper in your ear. This one, hello, that would be me, saying, you got this. You can do this. Hashtag level up. This is your time. Where's your mind at? Where's your heart at? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know what you're worth? Right? That's my goal, is to be that other voice in your ear, in your head, reminding you that you have the power to achieve whatever you want. How many people know who Janice Bryant Howard, Howard, is? Does anybody know who she is? She was the first African-American female to create $1 billion business before Oprah, even before Madam C.J. Walker. And she did her business in staffing. No, not in hair, okay? Not in talk shows. She did it in staffing. In staffing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for each and every one of you, Janice Bryant Howard, I'm going to spell it for you. I'm going to type it in here. Janice, Janice, Bryant, Bryante, Howryd. She owns Act One Staffing and Apple One. I know many of you who are in staffing know all about that. Yeah, of course. And listen, staffing, recruitment and staffing. Do you understand? Recruitment and she's a sister. You understand? So I don't want you to allow you being a small company to keep you from achieving your goals, or you being from a different ethnicity than everybody else in the industry. I don't want you to allow your weight to be an issue, how you wear your hair, although that does play a tiny role, but don't allow those things to keep you from achieving your goals. Your age, don't allow that to keep you from achieving your goals. You understand? The only thing that's keeping you away, the only thing that's keeping you away from achieving your goals is you and your mindset. So I want you to flip it up. Every time you hear that negative voice, I want you to think of D. Williams, hashtag level up. It's no, I got to level up. It's time to level up. I don't have time to think that way. I got to level up. Right now, I'm on a mission to level up. My level up goal is government contracts, Makita says. My level up goal is write more for not just Forbes, but other publications. My level up goal is, I saw another level up goal, landing as many clients as possible, more than 5 this year. More than 5 this year. My level up goal is, what else? What other level up goals that we have? Hold on. I'm so excited. I love it. I got to see all the goals. I think somebody said 10 clients this year, right? My level up goal is to start my business and actually have it functioning and running. For some of you, your level up goal is not being afraid of talking to people. And I'm not just talking about your candidates. I'm talking about your clients. Some of you have level up goals that you have to overcome your fear. Hello? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? You've got to level up your fear. You got to take control over your fear so that you can actually do the business, so that you can actually run the business. Don't think that Janice didn't have doors slammed in her face before she made her billions. Hello. Hey, Dawn. Please send your daughter my love. Lyric and I talk about her often. Okay? Don't think that everybody Janice got in contact with, hey, Crystal, they were like, oh, you're Janice. She wasn't Janice at first, the one that we know. She had to work to get to that point. And trust and believe, because it didn't work out, she didn't stop. And I see that a lot with a lot of staffingpreneurs. They create excuses for themselves. Oh, this didn't work. So for that reason, I have to shut my doors down, or I got to slow down, or, that's not how it works, honey bunny. You can't expect for a business to run if you're willing to give up so easy, and you can say whatever you want to say, but that's called giving up. Okay. I have watched Henry as one of my one-on-one clients. So he was at least for over almost a year. And I watched Henry start here, move up, go back down, go up further, go back down, go up further, go back down, go back up over and over and over again. And there were many times that he would text me and he'd say, Coach, I got to tell you this. I'm freaking out because of this. And I would talk to him and I would be so afraid for him, like, Henry, whatever you do, don't give up. And I even said a couple of times, hey, don't give up. He was like, what? As distraught as he was. And he had one particular instance where something major happened. I'm talking major happened, where he lost like a lot of candidates that were on billing. And I'm like, man, Henry, don't give up. And he said, no. He said, I'm not about to give up. I just got to go back and restructure. And see, I don't want you guys to give up the moment things don't work the way you want it to. That's all. That's your comfort zone. Don't shit happen in your comfort zone. Nothing happens there. Not the good stuff. The regular, ordinary, average things happen in your comfort zone. Hello, anybody want to talk about that? But the things that you really desire, the things that are extraordinary, and many of you are asking for extraordinary feats to happen in your life. You have to acknowledge that it may be some work for me, that I may have to dig up under the dirt. Like, in the Army and the Navy, they make them go through basic training and they got to go up under the little wires and jump over the things and get on the rope before they can even get out and get a badge to even protect the country. What you think, you're going to start a staffing business and voila, it's just clients and contracts just raining down on you? For some of you, that could happen if you've got a very strong network. But for many of us, we are starting from scratch. And so the very moment that someone hangs up in our ear, we say, oh no, this isn't going to work. As if this $426 million industry in the United billion-dollar industry is only works for a certain group of people or a certain type of person. And that is true to some degree. Those are the people who are fearless. Those are the people who have decided that fear is not going to be their enemy, but fear is going to be their friend. And today I want you to decide. Monica, I want you to decide. Crystal, decide. Dee, decide. Dawn, Samia, Courtney, decide. Makita, Tayana, Henry, decide. Ashley, decide. Are you going to run away or are you going to do the thing? I want to say do the damn thing. What are you going to do? Are you going to make excuses or are you going to level up? That's the decision that I want you to make. And then once you make that decision, then I want you to take that goal you wrote in the box tonight. And I want you to love on that goal. And I want you to decide that that is your mission. Come hella high water, you are going to obtain your goal. Even when they tell you no. Even when the door gets slammed in your face. Even when you are still going to say, hell no, I'm doing this. This is going to happen. I'm going to make it. And I guarantee you guys, if you really, a lot of you are just so focused on the fear. If you even just call somebody and say, please don't be mean to me. This is my first call. I promise you, people will be nice to you. I worked with a guy for years. He used the same line for years. This is my first day. And people were so nice to him. I'm like, oh my God, you're such a fraud. Like, he's like, but I don't like calling and I'm forced to call. So I just don't want them to be mean to me. So he just lets them know he's in a place of submission. And they're like, even just out of like dreading, like, oh God, okay, what do you have to say? Just come on with it. And then once he starts talking, then they're like, oh, okay, come on in. And the next thing you know, he's got contracts. And I'm like, dude, you're a fraud. He's like, no, I know how to work the system. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to figure out what's going to make you uncomfortable this year. You've already set an uncomfortable goal. But how are you really going to bring this uncomfortable goal to life? What type of fear are you going to experience and that you're going to embrace? And I want you to do me a favor. Every time you feel the fear, every time, and that I saw somebody in the Start a Staffing Biz group that said, I wanted to pick up the phone today, but I didn't. Ask me tomorrow, something to that degree, right? I don't know what's going on this one. My phone here is crazy. Let me try this. I'm sorry, group. One of my groups, y'all probably can't. There you go. I want you guys to understand. I want you to not call my office. Lord, please don't call my office. But I want you to post. I want you to post on a YouTube video, on this YouTube video, if you'd like. I want you to post in the Facebook group. I faced a fear today. I met my fear today. Fear and I had to have a conversation today. And fear won, but not tomorrow or not in the next moment. D, you'll never believe that me and fear sat face to face and I was shaking. But I looked fear in the eye and said, honey bunny, you're my friend, not my enemy. So I'm going to do this. And I did it. And this worked or it didn't work. But I'm going to do it again. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you do something over and over again, it becomes very easy. It becomes like second nature. So I want you to take that fear and I want you to make that fear your friend. I want you to get out of your comfort zone. And I want you to step in your uncomfort zone so that you can do the damn thing, so that you can level up, so that you can achieve your dreams and you can achieve your goals by any means necessary. Hello. Henry says, nothing will happen in your comfort zone and nothing will happen without hard work. Hello. Not a damn thing happens in the comfort zone. Living witness, Ashley says. That's good going to steal that line. This is my first call. Listen. He did it for years. It drove me bananas actually sitting next to him. Latasha said, I'm going to level up. Level up by any means necessary. Iman said, I'm in the next McDonald's and Starbucks. Go with your bad self. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I love that. I've had to get out of my own way when attending these events, but I feel like I went skydiving after I'm done. So exhilarating. Working the room and then following up, I'm getting closer and closer. You're already there, my love. I was born outside of the comfort zone. I know how to fight, pray, and do the damn thing. And that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to fight your way through that turmoil that you see in front of you. If you guys have had an opportunity, I really did that documentary not for myself. I was in my comfort zone, not even thinking about my life, right? But I did that documentary because it started from my staffingpreneurs, because I was having the hardest time trying to convince them that they could actually do this business. And it was like, why are they giving up so easy? Why I don't understand. And I told Constance, I don't understand literally. Like, I really cannot relate, because I've always been one to keep moving forward. So I wrote my book and did this documentary to share with you guys how you can have everything against you, but you can still come out on top if you have a goal, which each and every one of you have established one tonight, and you're willing to achieve that goal by any means necessary. I want to wish each and every one of you a very happy, the happiest new year I can possibly give. I wish each and every one of you so much joy, so much success, so much freedom, financial freedom, love freedom, friendship freedom, joy on the inside, right? I wish you so much success for the year of 2019. Level up 2019. Woo! Happy New Year! It's New Year, 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 it's New Year. 2019. All right, guys, bye. Staffingpreneurs in my private group. We have a Q&A call on Wednesday of this week, which is tomorrow. Is Wednesday tomorrow? Is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday officially. So on Wednesday of this week, I will see each and every one of you at the first Q&A call of the year, 7 p.m. on Wednesday. If you guys are not a part of Staffingpreneurs Academy, you can feel free to join and be a part of our Q&A call. Not only that, I just want to remind you guys that I put out a checklist and process for sales and business development on a recruitmentstore.com, a process and checklist for creating job descriptions, screening questions, the recruiting process. Everything's 50% off. Also, if you want to work with me or want coaching time, 50% off as well. I love each and every one of you. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for spending your New Year's with me every year. I love it. I'm so fangirling right now. I'm really fangirling so much. That